Welcome to English 3 AP, Language and Composition. I am Anne Grimaldi, and I will be your student's teacher most likely for the entire year. A little bit about me is that I have several degrees in English and the teaching of English. I have been teaching at LT for 27-ish years, long enough that I've lost count. And I have always worked at North Campus. I'm fortunate to work with the upperclassmen as they begin to think of life outside of LT. What your students will be focusing on in this year of English is the following: reading, levels of comprehension and analysis. We're really looking to push the depth of the AP students' reading in terms of inferential understanding, literary and rhetorical elements, extending all the way out to how the concepts in the literature reflect back on ourselves as unique individuals, as well as our society. We are reading all American literature at the junior level. In addition to the books we have here, we will also be reading additional nonfiction, sometimes chosen by me, sometimes chosen by your student. We will be focusing on three main types of writing: the rhetorical analysis, looking at how a writer is using words and language to achieve a purpose; argument; and synthesis. In each of these types of writing, we will be pushing, again, the depth of analysis, the sharpness and originality of the thesis claim, how the student is structuring their writing, as well as style and voice and elements unique to each essay. We also keep journals in order to keep our creative synapses popping, which is important because we encourage the students to build their own unique voices, even when writing in a more academic manner. In addition, we look at speaking and listening, encouraging our students to be thoughtful and responsive participants in both whole class and small group discussions. At the end of the year, the students have the choice of taking the AP exam. 45% of that exam is reading passages with multiple choice questions, and 55% is based on 3 essays, one of each of the type of essays that we'll be working on throughout the year. Some adjustments that we've made because of COVID include focusing in on the core reading, writing, and skills. Supplementary material will still be provided, just perhaps not as much as if we were in the physical classroom. In addition, because of our current schedule, material is given to the students in a chunk format, allowing them to manage their time and their workload according to their own schedules. But time management becomes very important during remote learning, and I encourage you to keep an eye on how your student is doing with that. In terms of technology, I am keeping it basic at the start. Forgive my simple slides and my dark video. I am learning as I go. I may eventually add some of the resources that LT has provided to us. I am also making use of the AP Classroom site by the College Board. We'll be doing some practicing on there and writing essays on there, multiple choice, and using that as a resource. Of course, due to the evolving COVID situation, we are being extremely flexible because changes are bound to come. A few extra notes. If you keep an eye on Infinite Campus, please note that the asterisk means that that grade is practice and is not being calculated. However, these forms of feedback are an excellent way to gauge how your student is progressing. You may choose to join Canvas as an observer. Here you would see calendars and materials, etc. Your student can give you the information on how to join as an observer. I do encourage the parents of upperclassmen to keep their students at the center of their own learning. If you have a question, please encourage your student to come to me, to be the problem solver, to find the information that you're seeking. I, too, will ask your student first if I need information or clarification. If either of us feels the need to contact one another, I do prefer email as my method of contact. That is easiest. And do feel free if you ever feel the need to email. Thank you for visiting during Open House.